Hello, Singaporeans and my viewers. Firstly, thank you to everyone who has supported this YouTube channel, Ben Social Club and Ben Puah, and to those who have donated via Pay Now to YouTube channel to support Ben Puah to help it keep going. Thank you. Today, I will share an important message from my good friend Teo Soh Lung. She posted it in her Facebook. She was one of those wrongly arrested and detained without trial under Singapore's Internal Security Act, ISA, in Operation Spectrum. And I think this is truly a cruel act by the PAP government at that time. And until now, PAP government did not reinvestigate it. Singaporeans should know about this very important case. Let us use some common sense thinking. If the PAP government thinks that there is nothing wrong and they are doing the right thing, then they shouldn't be afraid to open up this case again and investigate and re-examine, and the people, Singaporeans, should know about it, because this is a very important case matter in Singapore's history, because a lot of Singaporeans still don't know and only hear the PAP sides of narrative. And please remember, all those including Teo Soh Lung were not charged. Yes, I want to repeat again. They were not charged. They did no wrong. Yes, that's why they are not afraid to speak out now. Let's talk about history, or more accurately, PAP's version of history. My dear friend Teo Soh Lung recently wrote something on her Facebook that really struck me. She said she was disappointed with the Straits Times so-called knowledge of Singapore's history. Yeah, that was because in the Straits Times big celebratory 60-page edition on July 15, 2025, marking 60 years of Singapore existence and also 180 celebrating the Straits Times, should I say deliberately erase all those events, some of the darkest, most shameful chapters of the PAP rule? What do you think? No mention of Operation Coldstore? No mentions of Operation Spectrum? All this with more than hundreds, many opposition politicians and civil society leaders were arrested and thrown into prison without trial under the ISA, wiped out overnight, just like that, gone. No mention, I want to repeat, no more mention of all these events. So, let me ask you this. If you are writing a history of Singapore, how do you conveniently forget the two operations that literally reshaped our political landscape? Yes, this is 100% a true fact. These two operations really reshape our political landscape. That is, right now, PAP has been that's why PAP is dominant right now. Unless, of course, it's not really a history of Singapore, but just a first draft of PAP's history. And that's exactly what Teo Soh Lung said. If the article was called the first draft of PAP history, maybe it will make sense. But the omission of Coldstore and Spectrum, that's not a small gap. That's a giant hole. That's like writing the history of America and forgetting the Civil War, or writing China's history and leaving out the Cultural Revolution. What do you think? But then, a netizen summed it up perfectly. This netizen said, it's not that the Straits Times doesn't know. Of course they know, but they can't print it because they have to note out to their PAP masters. They know the rules. They know who signs the checks. And isn't that sad truth? And we should know who's the chairman on board in SPH2. Yeah, you all can go and check it out. Our so-called national newspaper is not the paper of record. It's the paper of obedience. The moment PAP says erase this, history disappears. And that's why we live in a country where even protests are secret. Teo Soh Lung made another post that I think deserves repeating. In most countries, protests are loud, public, visible, and many of them are non-violence. That's democracy in action, yes. But in Singapore, if there are any protests, they are secret, hush, hidden. Why? Because people are afraid of each other. They are afraid of the PAP government. It's absurd, isn't it? We are so obedient, voiceless, passive, and our leaders, our PAP leaders love it. They want us to stay this way, docile and silent. And what happens if one day we really face a crisis? Yes, I want to say, if really one day Singapore really face a crisis, something as tragic as what the Palestinians are going through right now, will we even know how to stand up by then? Or will we continue with secret protests, hiding behind closed doors, afraid of our own shadows? That, my friends, is the society the PAP government has built. Efficient, obedient, and fearful. A place where the only legal protest is in the ballot box once every 5 years. And even then, they tell you change is dangerous. And maybe that's why most Singaporeans are afraid of change and they are being denied of a better living condition that they deserve. And let me say this, Teo Soh Lung is someone I deeply respect. She is honest, kind, and has a very good heart. Most importantly, she speaks without fear. And that is exactly we need more of in Singapore today. Because if we don't speak up, the PAP will keep rewriting history one page at a time until there's nothing left except their propaganda. And Singaporeans deserve so much better than that. And Singaporeans really deserve to know more about our history. Lastly, I would love to hear your thoughts. I am Puah. Thank you.